Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. Now, one of the things that we hate most about achievements is when you get 0G.
Yeah, because let's face it, you only unlock it if you've done something wrong or you've done something you're not supposed to do. So it tars your gamer score.
So here are some of the ones that we're really sad we actually unlocked. If you listen to Jeremy Clarkson's introduction to Forza 5, you'll be told how the game is all about the pursuit of perfection. It's about taking the wheel of the most magnificent machines known to man and pushing them beyond their limits. As you watch footage of cars tearing up tarmac and close-up shots of their expensive parts, it's easy to be swept away by this Forza fantasy. But nothing pulls an emergency stop on this vision of perfection like unlocking a 0G achievement. Yes, manage to cross the finish line last in any multiplayer race and you'll earn Caboose, a truly worthless achievement that will act as a badge of shame for the rest of your days. In case you didn't know, the Caboose is the name of the railroad car attached to the end of the train. Yeah, that's why they're comparing you to it. You're lost. Of course, it's slightly more acceptable to unlock this 3.5 years after release. People have had time to practice and their drivatars have mutated into speed demons, but considering that this was an Xbox One launch game, this achievement could have been a terrible start to your achievement hunting career. Hey, at least they didn't record Clarkson making fun of you.
Now, it may come as a huge surprise, but I don't actually know that much about rapper 50 Cent. However, one thing I do know is that he was shot a bunch of times at close range and survived to tell the tale, which basically makes him a video game character, which is convenient as he's since gone on to star in 2 video games. The second, Blood on the Sand, is set in a Middle Eastern war zone as Mr. Cent tries to retrieve a diamond-encrusted skull that was given to him as payment. I'm not sure when 50 Cent turned into Indiana Jones, but either way it somehow works. Of course, if you're gonna fill the boots of 50 Cent, you better be able to live up to his immortal name, which is where the achievement Not Bulletproof comes into play. Basically, all you've got to do is start up a game on easy mode and then die. Yep, don't take 9 bullets at close range and survive it, but instead just allow yourself to get killed at the earliest convenient moment. It's a world away from the achievement Bulletproof, which requires you to complete all missions on hard difficulty, and when that 0G notification pops, it makes a silly embarrassment of yourself. I'd like to think that 50 Cent is checking all the people that got the achievement and laughing at them individually while he strokes his diamond skull. Damn you, 50 Cent. Damn you.
It feels like in recent years, developers have gone off the idea of the 0-point achievement. It's a bit mean really, isn't it? Luckily, one funky indie game is keeping the cruel dream alive. Madfellow's rhythm shooter game Aero is one of the toughest games we've played in years. It's a musical reaction test where you have to keep your ship aligned with looping rails, while also trying to shoot down missiles that are flying towards your face. When things get really busy, it is a bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time. You are going to die again and again and again, which means you're definitely going to unlock the no points for you achievement, a 0G scar on your profile for failing any song in the game. If you ever see a fellow player who hasn't got this achievement, you know you are dealing with a true professional. Either that or they never finished the tutorial. One of which.
The Simpsons have been a bit hit and miss when it comes to video games. Sometimes they get it just right, and sometimes it's kind of like any episode after season 11. A bit downhill. However, the Simpsons game featured original storylines from Simpsons writers and plenty of poking fun at itself and the game player, and that extends even to the achievements. In the Simpsons game, the family acquire superpowers, which they then take with them into a game engine. It's all very breaking the fourth wall. There's even an achievement for just pressing start at the beginning of the game. But if you think that means you're in for a gentle ride, you clearly don't know the Simpsons. If you die 10 times in any way you see fit, it could be getting beaten up, falling in lava, or any number of imaginative ways, you'll get a lovely, embarrassing 0G achievement pop-up, literally asking if you're alright because you keep dying all the time. Yep, there's nothing worse than getting sympathy from a game because you're so rubbish at it. If you're just keen on getting every achievement possible, then you can get this throughout the game rather than having to die 10 times in a row in one level. That's right, spread out your shame over the course of the whole playthrough. There's no need to do it all in one go. And if anyone asks, you got the achievement on purpose. No one can prove otherwise.
Command & Conquer 3 uses 0-point achievements to teach us a cautionary tale. At the beginning of the game, you are asked to do a tutorial before diving into the action. Choose to skip it and you unlock Mr. Know-It-All, a 0G achievement that tells everyone how cocky you are. This isn't too embarrassing by itself, but if you then go on to mess up the rest of the game, you'll unlock a second achievement that makes you look pretty dumb. Fail 3 single-player campaign missions in a row and you'll unlock Simon Says You Lose. All of a sudden, you'll be wishing that you did that tutorial and taught yourself some basic skills, like how to make your men shoot the other men and how not to accidentally sell parts of your base. So if you ever see someone with both Mr. Know-It-All and the Simon Says You Lose achievements, make sure to send them a message and rub it in. It's almost as embarrassing as the cutscenes.
If the experience of playing Fear wasn't horrific enough, why not throw a little bit of shame in there too? Fear is known for being a proper classic horror game, giving you a lasting fear of creepy little girls forever. With the Suicide King achievement, you can bag yourself a neat 0G from killing yourself 5 times in campaign. Yet this one isn't even about someone else battering you, it's all about you messing up with no one to blame but yourself. The easiest way to nab this achievement is to wait until you pass a checkpoint and repeatedly throw a grenade to your feet. Just throw, die, and repeat 5 times until that little sarcastic notification pops up. Of course, that's only if you want to purposefully get the achievement. Feel free to fumble along at your own leisure and just be really rubbish at taking down supernatural terror children to grab the achievement at your very own pace. Pat on the back for getting this one without trying. You really are stupendously rubbish.
Dirt Rally is not an easy game at the best of times. Its super realistic handling means that even the tiniest mistake can see your car swerving all over the mud and crashing into the nearby trees. Even so, you really have to go some distance to unlock the Mondays Be Like achievement. This shameful 0-pointer is the reward for damaging your car so much that it doesn't even finish the race. For the purposes of this video, we went out of our way to try and total a car to make the achievement pop, and it proved surprisingly difficult. We drove headfirst into trees, we crunched against boulders, and we even tried to fling our vehicle off the side of a cliff. Our co-driver got really cross with us, steam spouted from the bonnet, and we developed a nasty crack in the windshield, but it took over 10 minutes of focused crashing before the car was so damaged that everyone involved just gave up. And so unlocking this achievement, if you aren't trying to break your car, requires some truly shocking driving. If you manage to unlock this one by accident, then maybe it's time to swap for a slightly easier mode of transport, pushing a shopping trolley perhaps. You know.
When it comes to achievements that make you feel bad about your rubbish skills, Dead or Alive 4 is pretty much the king of it. Not only was it one of the first games to give out a 0-point achievement, it had more than one. There are a whopping 5 0G achievements, ranging from getting an E rank in online mode to losing 5 times consecutively. Of course, we wanted to look at the one which will make you feel the most ashamed, and that's got to be 20 straight losses in Dead or Alive 4 online. So not only does that little notification pop up telling you that you're rubbish when you lose 5 times in a row. No. Another one will pop up when you've lost 10 times in a row. Okay, you're thinking, I may be doing badly, but there's still time to turn this around. Well, if it turns out that you're just spectacularly awful, then the game will remind you this again when you hit 20 losses in a row, giving you a grand total of 0 achievement points. So the good thing about online is that you can always just blame your opponent. I mean, for all anyone knows, you were facing off against the #1 Dead or Alive 4 player in the world. 20 times in a row. Of course, no one needs to know that you're just appalling at fighting games and your button-bashing skills have much to be desired. That's your business and no one else's, apart from the entire Xbox community who can see all your 0G achievements in plain sight. Ouch.
So there we have it, just some achievements where you get 0G. Let us know in the comments if you've unlocked any of them as well as any we've missed. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos.
And make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and check out last week's list show whilst you're at it. We'll see you next time.
Bye.